2 years ago, I was a hot mess wrapped in ambition. I had the ideas, a side hustle app, a book outline, a fitness plan that could launch a podcast. But execution, zero. I'd start strong on Monday, ghost my own goals by Wednesday, and spend weekends binge-watching to recharge. My job in graphic design paid the bills, but I was 28 and felt like 48. Tired, scattered, chasing distractions like they were oxygen. That's when I stumbled on monk mode. Not the trendy Instagram version with hustle hard emojis. The real deal. 30 days of extreme focus, no social media, no dating, no entertainment, just pure, unadulterated work on one goal. I was skeptical. Sounded like self-torture for overachievers. But I was desperate. My life was a loop of regret and someday. So, on a rainy October morning, I locked in. 30 days, no cheats. Here's what really happened. The brutal lows, the surprising highs, and the honest verdict on whether it's worth the pain. Day 1 to 3, the lockdown, the shockwave. I started simple, picked one goal, launching my app prototype. Deleted all apps except email and calendar. Told 3 friends, hold me accountable or I'll owe you $50. No TV, no books, fiction anyway. No calls unless work. Mornings, 6 a.m. wake up, 90 minutes deep work, then gym, then more work till 8 p.m. Evenings, read non-fiction or journal, bed by 10. The first 3 days were war. My brain rebelled like a caged animal. I'd sit at my desk, fingers hovering over the keyboard, and suddenly crave YouTube. I'd pace the apartment, clean the fridge for the 3rd time, or stare at the park path outside my window, where joggers seemed to mock my misery. Sleep was rough, racing thoughts about, what if I missed something? By day 3, I had a headache from withdrawal, but I finished the app's wireframes, small win, but it felt massive. Day 4 to 10, the grind sets in, the isolation bubble. Boredom became my shadow. No memes to laugh at, no texts to ping, no Netflix to numb the edges. I filled the void with structure. 7 a.m. meditation, 10 minutes of breath focus. 8 a.m. breakfast, oatmeal and eggs, no sugar. 9 a.m. 12 p.m. deep work block. Lunch was a walk, the same park loop every day, watching the trees change from green to autumn gold. Afternoons, more work, then an hour of skill building, coding tutorials. The isolation hit hard around day 7. Friends texted, "You alive," and I felt a pang, FOMO in reverse, like the world was moving without me. But my output skyrocketed. The app prototype was 40% done by day 10, focus sharpened, ideas flowed without the noise. Sleep deepened to 8 hours, dreams vivid. Weight dropped 3 pounds from clean eating. The low, loneliness. I journaled it out. This sucks, but the quiet is where the real work happens. Day 11:20. The breakthrough, the flow state. By week 2, the bubble sealed. Distractions weren't temptations anymore, they were memories. I hit flow daily, hours vanishing into code, sketches turning into features. The app's user interface took shape. I even coded a basic backend. Mornings evolved. After meditation, I'd visualize the day's win, then dive in. Gym became non-negotiable. Weights up 10%, runs longer. Socially, it was sparse but meaningful. One weekly call with a mentor, no small talk. Reading The War of Art hit like a revelation. Resistance is the enemy, not laziness. Energy stabilized, no afternoon crashes. Skin cleared, mood evened out. The breakthrough? Joy in solitude. I started noticing the park's details. A squirrel's scamper, the way leaves crunched underfoot. By day 20, the prototype was 80% done. I felt capable, like I'd leveled up. Day 21 to the 30, the integration, the reflection. The final stretch was testing. Temptations crept back. A friend's story about a party, a viral video in my email. I stayed locked in, work till 7 p.m., then review the day in my journal. What worked, what to tweak. Gym PRs, bench press up 15 pounds. The app launched on day 29. Beta with 50 users, feedback rolling in. Sleep, 8.5 hours average. Weight, down 7 pounds. Reflection was key. I realized monk mode isn't isolation, it's amplification. Without noise, my voice got louder. Relationships? Deeper. One call with my brother lasted 2 hours, no distractions. Creativity? Exploded. I wrote a 5,000-word manifesto on focus. The result? Game changers. Output? App launched, 200 downloads in week 1, $200 revenue by month 2. Focus? From 25-minute Pomodoros to 2-hour flows. Health? 7 pounds lost. Anxiety down 70%. Tracked via journal. Sleep score? 85/100 on my app. Mood? Steady joy, no FOMO. I laugh more, worry less. Relationships present. One coffee date post mode turned into something real. Science explains it. Monk mode leverages neuroplasticity. Isolation reduces default mode network chatter, mind wandering, boosting executive function. Stanford studies. Strict structure builds myelin for faster neural pathways. It's not magic. It's deliberate underload. The honest part, it's not for everyone. I cried twice from loneliness. Had one slip, watched a 5-minute video, felt guilty but owned it. If you're in a bad place mentally, get support first. But if you're stuck in distraction hell like I was, it's a lifesaver. Now, I do mini monk weeks quarterly. Life's balanced. Social media measured, fun allowed. The 30 days proved I could control my attention. That's power. If you're scrolling this thinking maybe tomorrow, make it today. Pick one goal. Lock in for 7 days first. You'll surprise yourself. Free monk mode starter kit in description. Grab it. Comment your 30-day goal. Mine was the app. You don't need more time. You need less noise. Let's get quiet and build.